Hi, I'm Floppy Kong. Welcome to those of you that are new here. To those of you that aren't new here, thanks for coming back to the first video. I'm a dad. I've been playing games for a long time, and currently I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap. One thing that I always think about across any type of game, whether it's like a board game from like chess or Risk or Catan or a card game, any game, even RPG games where you're like trying to maximize gear, there's always a consistent concept, which is value trades, right? Trading some resource for another thing, and you're trying to make positive trades to do better in a game, right? It's every game that's applicable in some way. When I think about this channel, how I'm approaching Snap, how I'm thinking about this, I think about this in the context of my life. And so my most limited valuable resource that I have as a dad with another full-time job doing all this stuff is time. So when I'm doing these value trades on time, I'm thinking about how do I maximize what I get for it? And for me, the most valuable thing I can get is just joy and fun and having fun with it. So there's lots of people out there making things about competitive and decks that'll get you to infinite and all of that. And that's great. Go for that if you want. My channel is going to be about decks that are fun to play. You know, they could probably get you to infinite. I don't know. Are you good enough? You could do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You're pretty good at this game. Anyway, let's talk about this fun deck. You'll see it up here, Mr. Surfer Pants. I've been playing this one for a bit. It's kind of evolved over time. Most recently, Mr. ZABU came in, and I was running this like negative Wong Surfer, but I subbed in ZABU for Iron Man and moved away from some of that like traditional surfer stuff, and it's been pretty fun. Zabu's opened up a lot of possibilities on the energy curve with taking these couple 4 costs down to 2, or if they get flipped down to 1. You actually see a slight difference between my deck screen and what I have here. I've just been recently trying out Rogue in for Sunspot. Originally had Sunspot to soak up any of that extra energy that was floating around. Didn't know if it was valuable. Got killed a couple too many times by Killmonger and was like, what should I swap in? Maybe I should swap back in Iron Man, or maybe I should do something else. Threw in Rogue, played a couple games so far with it. Definitely needs more testing, but pretty fun to be able to take ongoings, especially with, I feel like there's ongoings everywhere right now in the meta. A lot of this is pretty straightforward. I don't think I'll cover replacements and things like that. If you have specific replacements you want to work with or do that, throw a comment down. I can always address it, maybe make another video. But overall, a lot of this is centering around Wong and Mystique becoming really powerful together. Zabu helps to bring things out, like I was saying. You're basically looking for a nice turn 6 Surfer, Ironheart, or Gambit for like big surprise plays. So a combination of a couple of those can be really fun. Really, I play this game for the Gambits. Man, shooting 4 Gambit cards, flipping it on people. For some reason, no one expects Gambit on the last turn, and it creates some hilarious moments and a lot of fun from a snapping perspective. A couple other things I'll cover before we jump into the gameplay. I think 2 really important things with any deck is understanding, one, how you'll play it, how combos work. There's some really cool combos in here that we've talked about. But then more importantly, I think the snapping and retreating strategies is pretty important. So a couple things. If you want to get aggressive, you can get some nice turn 2 snaps with Psylocke and Mr. Negative in hand. So you snap on turn 2, drop Psylocke, and see what happens. If you're feeling risky, you're okay with seeing what that last location is. That's usually pretty nice because you're usually in a good place. Of course, always take a look at what your opponent's playing and things like that. You might not know that early. Might be a little bit risky with Cosmo and Enchantress and Rogue out there, or crazy locations. So you can always play this a little bit more conservative wait until turn 3 when you're going to play the negative to do the snap. But then I think you give a little bit away. You might just walk away with 1 cube. But that's not bad for a turn 3 1 cube. On the retreat side, definitely watch out for some of the counters. If you're getting countered, it can be pretty rough. A lot of times, Silver Surfer getting discarded or stolen or broken before you get a chance to play him is a tough spot. There are other ways to win here. Like, I've won plenty of games without Surfer proccing. Gambit and Ironheart together in Wong and Mystique can do pretty well, so it's not like totally a lost game if you want to play it through. Play it to turn 5 and see what happens. That can happen. See if you draw him. If your opponent snaps against you. The other thing that I will say is you don't necessarily have to run away and retreat if you get a little bit countered because of that. So there's a lot of different possibilities. You can definitely be pretty tricky and sneaky if you're paying attention to what your opponent's doing and how they're playing. You don't have to play Wong and Mystique on the same lane. You can play Wong over in one lane, and then the next turn play Mystique in a different lane. Then when they Enchantress or Cosmo or whatever the Wong lane, you still got a nice setup. And can do some of those things. Another thing that I'll call out is just with Jubilee in here, there are some things where you want to look at what you have in hand and what's still in your deck. If Jubilee pulls Mystique, you're probably not getting something unless you just played Wong or ZABU before you played Jubilee. Mystique will copy the card that was played before Jubilee if Jubilee pulls her. Another thing with Jubilee, if Jubilee pulls Wong, don't get tricked and play Mystique thinking you'll get Wong's power. That doesn't count as you playing Wong. Other thing is, careful if Jubilee with Surfer still in your deck. It's painful to hit a turn 4 Jubilee onto a Surfer and get 1+3 onto, Bishop or whoever's out there. So, anyway, you'll see some videos here, see some gameplay. I hope you enjoy it. We got ZABU. I really like having ZABU in this deck now. Before, I felt like I only had one turn 3 play, which was Bishop. Now I have 2. I guess the other turn 3 plays if I had turn 2 Psylocke, turn 4, or turn 3 4-cost card. Alright, we're getting our whole army of 3 costs in our hand. Who's missing? Okay, after turn 5, give these power. Well, there's ZABU over here. Brood. Alright, so we got a Surfer or a Patriot or a Surfer Patriot. Spread this out. Or just play into it. Mystique's not in hand. Wong's not in hand. Mr. Negative's not in hand. Let's spread it out in case we get another 3 cost. And we'll put Sunspot here. Gonna have a hard time contesting this. He doesn't want me. There's Wong. He doesn't want me to contest that. Alright, well, guess I gotta throw Bishop here. And let's see, I can get 2 shots. Or I'll probably get 2 surfers, which will be 6 here. That probably won't win. Huh? Well, we'll see. It's going to be a tough game to win. But he's not snapping. Oh, it's going to be a very tough game to win if he... yeah, 6 isn't even enough. Now, this is always the tricky part. Oh, well, 9 would be enough, right? He plays something and surfer. If he hits surfer on this, I can't win it. If I... Gambit's not great. I think I retreat this one. I would like to play it, but if he had surfer, it's not working. This guy's never lucky. That's good. I'm always lucky. +1 energy, and we get Psylocke. No, we get Wolfsbane. That's okay. ZABU. Hey, big kitty. Play twins? Twins? Hey. That's okay. I needed a 0 cost card to drop here. Is this a Darkhawk deck? I haven't had to face a Darkhawk deck yet. Thanks for the Hulk. I think I'll hit this here. That leaves me room here. He's more likely to fill this up. This is a Darkhawk deck. I mean, I don't know what else it would be. What if he doesn't have Darkhawk, though? Why would he have Black Widow and Korg and ZABU with no Darkhawk? That's crazy. Well, I can take a -1 hit here. Okay, Moon Girl, so he's got 2 Darkhawks. Is not looking good for your boy. I do not see... a winning combo coming, but... Quinjet? Darkhawk? Darkhawk? And what he plays, Rock Slide. Does Rock Slide give you 2 rocks? Well, I want to see it. I can beat the ZABU lane here, right? Comes a 3. I only get 1. No, I'm just gonna retreat. Okay. Hello. Hello. Looking alright. We got Psylocke. I feel like Machine World's been showing up so much for me lately. I don't hate it, but... Iron Man. Iron Man. Go to my deck, not my hand. Into the unknown, Psylocke. Okay. I don't want your Mr. Sinister. Oh, man. Yeah, bye. So... Yeah, that one, I mean, Psylocke and Jotunheim was just going to keep losing power. Didn't pull Mr. Negative. Was just going to be grasping for straws there. Yeah, that title's funny because, like, I feel like this is the only game with matchmaking that I've played where the matchmaking actually feels pretty balanced. I don't know how you would... I guess that's more of a team game complaint. Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl. Is it going to be a Khazar or is it going to be... Oh, I like this. I get to turn my Mr. Negative into a Hulk. Patriot. It's probably Patriot. Yep. Yep. Wow, that's going to put me in trouble in Hulk land over here. I do like my hand. I think this is a good snap. Now, my thought process here on snapping is that I'm willing to bet the extra cube that the rest of this game plays out pretty well for me. Doesn't mean I have to see it through to 4 cubes. But if I get something cool... Oh yeah, this is great. Let's throw... ZABU? Does he even have... Patriot doesn't run Shang-Chi. Let's throw ZABU and Bishop here. Oh, but do it in the right order. Let's throw Bishop and ZABU here. And then that's a sweet looking board. We've got our deck flipped. We're going to have a 2-cost Wong and a 2-cost Jubilee. I guess I could have left more room for Jubilee here, but... Oh! I mean, we go for it, right? And then just pull a card? Who's left in my deck? Let's look at our handy-dandy cheat sheet over here. Oh, who were these? Sunspot, Psylocke, and Negative. So we got Ironheart we could pull. We got Surfer we could pull, obviously. Gambit could get pulled. And Wolfsbane. What do we have? 4 duck? He can't counter it. He already filled this lane up. I only get 1 more card here. I mean, are they all better here? They're all better here, right? Yeah. Let's see it. Oh, man. I love this deck just for this. This is just so fun. Is Jubilee gonna try and pull 3 more times? Yeah. Beautiful. If he has Shang-Chi, I'm so screwed, but... And then we go to 0-3 Surfer. Which I just play for this lane, right? I mean, if he has Shang-Chi, he wins this lane. No! Good enough. And that's why we snapped early. Now, we could have snapped turn 5, but maybe he runs away turn 5. Cool. Still a victory. Bruce Almighty? Bruce Almighty. Big Jim Carrey fan over here. Okay. Not looking bad. Hey, I was going to play that. Okay. Yeah. Place Psylocke there. Kind of thinking I want 3 cost cards over here. A bit. Oh. That hurts a little bit. Do I just Wolfbane? No. I think maybe Wolfbane here. Because he has ZABU, might have Enchantress, might have all kinds of stuff. Moon Girl. Agent 13. Okay. So I think we go Wong Mystique here. And then probably my turn 6 is... Oh, that's tricky. Tricky. So we gotta run the Fat Gambit. The crazy thing here is I get 3 Gambits here. Oh, he's confident. Is he going to hit me with Enchantress? I mean, he's got Enchantress, right? He's going to play Crossbones for 18. Let's try it like this and see what happens. This is probably a bad idea. I should probably just retreat. I've said that. I'm curious. Yeah.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
All right.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Got one. Oh, got the Cosmo. Wow. Sometimes it pays to see it through, huh? That was funny. All right, and so that's what I was talking about with like maximizing joy and fun for my time that I'm putting into this. Like, yeah, sure, variants are cool, that's cool, ranking up is cool, but nothing quite hits the joy of the low probability Gambit card taking out that 1 in 10 Cosmo with 3 different shots. So much fun. Anyway, I'll keep the outro short here since I spent a lot of time talking in the intro. Some things to check out. There's a lot of good resources if you're looking for replacements, variations, different things like that. I really like Snap.fan. I just started using their tracker. Also, I just saw and watched Milky Snap made a really good video with a pretty similar deck. Negative Wong, Surfer, Mystique, ZABU, kind of that core is in there. And his version's like more of the traditional, like Sarah Surfer. So it has Iron Man and Sarah and sets up some really big fun plays as well. So I'm going to be trying that deck out. It looked really fun. And you should check that out too. Get some other perspectives on how people play the deck. I think that's a great way to learn is check out different videos, check out different ways that people are playing, different thoughts that people have. There's a lot of subtle tweaks you can make in making this deck your own or making your own decks that follow similar ideas. I'll be making more videos. Throw a comment if you have a deck that you think I should try or have questions that I didn't answer or things like that. If there are a lot of questions on this deck, I'll make another one, take the other 5 videos that I have. Maybe I'll just put those together so you can see some more losses and retreats and some wins and things like that I had. And yeah, if you want to know about that, you can subscribe and hit the little bell, and then the YouTube app will tell you when it happened, you know. I have a Twitter, don't post much there yet. Maybe that'll change. Floppy Kong, same thing. Anyway, thanks for flopping by.